Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm gonna give you a deck profile of my Evil Fiend deck. So yeah, I'll give you a deck list and I'll just kind of talk about how it works. So here we go. First up is the monsters. Run 3 battle faders. It's like a really crucial card in the deck. And 2 slate warriors. And that's it for the low level monsters. 1 dark ruler Hades. 2 Caius Shadow Monarchs. 2 evil hero Malicious Edge. And 1 Gores. I also run a morphing jar, new spacing grand mole, 1 Kawaki wall, 2 Kawaki guardians, 3 Kawaki sandmans, and then 1 Gaia plate the earth giant, and 1 Valkyrian the Magna warrior. That's it for the monster lineup. Onto the spell cards. 3 dark callings. I'm thinking about maybe putting in dark fusion, like 2 dark callings, 1 dark fusion or something like that, just to see how that runs. Like, I haven't really faced any Gravekeeper decks, so I don't know how well that'll match up. 1 enemy controller, 1 Nobleman of Crossout, 2 Nobleman of Exterminations. This is really good tech, this format. I'm sure you're going to be seeing this a lot. And the deck also runs minimal traps, so this is rarely going to hit a card that you're using in the deck. 1 card destruction, 1 hand destruction, and then staples, Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Giant Trunade, and 1 MST. Trap cards include 2 trap holes. It's a really good card. Nobody really uses it, but definitely stops like the beginning of plays and basically will end your opponent's turn if you use it right. 1 trap Dust Shoot. I just really like the card, and with like it combos well with Morphing Jar and all those other cards. Like, it doesn't really ever like, it's never a dead draw. My opponent usually has like 4 cards, but I don't know. I like it. 1 Magic Drain, 1 Trap Stun, 1 Malfunction. If you guys don't know what this card does, it's pretty good. It's good tech. It's really fun to use. It says, pay 500 life points to negate the activation of a trap card and flip it back face down. So like, you can combo it really well with Nobleman of Extermination. Basically what you do is like, you have this face down, you make your big play. They may play like Solemn Judgment or Solemn Warning. You play Malfunction. At the cost of 500 life points, you flip their Solemn back face down. So then they've paid the 2,000 life points or half their life points for the card. They don't get the effect, and now you know what card is face down. So I mean, yeah, it's a little risky and it won't like hit all the time. Like, if you want to be like guaranteed to make the big plays, just go with like just go with 7 Tools of the Bandit or something. But I think the card's really good. It takes a little bit of strategy to use, and it does put you at a pretty good advantage, because then you know what card your opponent has face down and you're able to play around it. And it's really cheap, so it's a good card for like budget players, I guess. And then the final card, Return from a Different Dimension. It's just a good win condition. Usually there'll be like 4 monsters removed from play, and then you just play Return and you get like Kawaki Merus and like some strong Fiends back, and then you could just do a big push for game. So yeah, I mean, basically like the deck works, like it's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. You just play like, it doesn't do that much protection. It focuses on Battle Fader, and then you just make your big plays off that. That works really well. The deck actually got a lot more consistent this format than it was last format. I just changed it up a little bit. And I actually was playing my brother today, and it went really well. And I beat him pretty bad. I don't know what else to say. I'll probably... Morphing Jar. Okay, yeah, this card basically, like, wins games. It's a little slow, but I definitely think it's worth it. Now, I'm not saying that this deck is like a top tier deck or anything. Like, it's probably like 2 or something, but it is really competitive and it's not very well used. It kind of reminds me of Frog Monarchs a little bit, but it's definitely a good deck. I actually thought I had a Book of Moon in here. I guess I took it out, but like, you can get a lot of good combos if you like do Morphing Jar and then you wind up drawing into a hand destruction or the card destruction, and then you're just winding up like flying through your opponent's deck. They're gonna like get like a really like good combo, and then you just destroy it. Like you're usually not going to, after sending this many cards to the graveyard, really helping your opponent out that much, unless you're facing like Infernities or something. But then if you're facing Infernities, you might actually push them too far somehow, and they might miss some of their like staples. So I think it's really good. Um, Maybe I'll put up a video like play testing it, but the deck runs really well. I always draw into the cards that I need, and it's always pretty aggressive. So yeah, try it out. It's not an OTK deck. Like, oh, I never showed you the extra deck. There are just 3 dark guys and then 2 malicious fiends. That's all you need. It's more about like control, and it's a lot more consistent that way. On an one-turn kill deck, it's like you can get really shaky with when you're facing some of the better duelists, like, because since you're playing the Kawaki Merus, you can kind of like have a little shield like against all those face downs with like Sandman on traps or Guardian on effect monsters, and so it's just like a better way to manipulate the game, I guess. And he still comes out quite frequently, so yeah, I mean, even though Megamorph is down to 2, I'm not going to play it. Like, it's just not that interesting to me. This is the way I'm running the deck, and this is what's been working really well. So yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think.